Welcome to Someday by the Sea. I'm Denise and I love creating. Here you'll find lots of DIYs on a budget, some trash to treasure, and hopefully a little inspiration for your next creation. If that sounds good to you, please subscribe and hit that bell. And if you're returning, thank you so much, guys. You are the best. Let's get to crafting. This video is part of a monthly open challenge, Here's Your Crown, Women Supporting Women, hosted by Connie's Creative Creations and Painted and Distressed, and guest host this month is the Rusted Willow. I will have all of their channels linked in my description box, as well as the playlist for this challenge. Enjoy! So guys, I am so excited because I have 3 DIYs that are all inspired by SAMMIE at Unicorn Dust Designs. SAMMIE is the first YouTuber that I started watching and communicating with. Her talent blows my mind, guys. Her commitment and dedication, her energy and enthusiasm for what she does is so inspiring. She's the first person I reached out to when I thought about a channel of my own, and she was always right there cheering me on, giving me tips, and believing in me when I didn't. So today my crown goes to SAMMIE, and I will link her channel down in my description box because if you haven't checked her out, guys, you are missing out. Now, my first DIY is a simple book stack. And I had some very old and very loved books that I'm going to preserve in this DIY. Now, I just molded the pattern paper to the top of my books, and I don't know what happened, guys. I can't cut. I lost my light. I don't know. But I cut it to size to fit the top of my books. And I'm taking my Elmer's glue stick and I'm just covering that top page, the top of my book stack. And I want to make sure I get the edges and the corners real good because I don't want my paper to curl up on me. So I'm just going to put that right on top. And now that that's done, I'm going to take all my books and I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I'm just going to glue all the books on top of each other to form a stack. Making sure they're all lined up. Now I'm going to take some jute and I'm just going to wrap it around my book stack about 4 or 5 times. And I'm just going to cut off the end there. And I'm taking both ends and I'm just tightening the stack, making them secure, and tying off the jute at the top in a knot. Then I'm going to take some raffia and I'm just going to form it into a bow, just a simple bow. Yeah, it takes me a couple times, guys. Bows. Ugh. But anyway, yes, I form it into a bow and I'm going to take my jute and tie it off right in the middle, nice and tight. And I'm going to fluff out my bow and shape it a little more. And I'm just tying it to the top of the book stack in a knot. just gonna clip those tails a little. I do want it to hang over a bit. Now I have some words, some rub-on words from the Dollar Tree. And guys, these rub-ons are awesome, okay? Don't do what I did here, because these work really good, and I'm not showing you that they work really good because I was too lazy to get like a credit card or my scraper. So here I am using my nails and my scissors, and it just, you know, I think because of the paper and the shape of the books, and it just, you know, it wasn't working as quickly as I wanted it to. And it's good. I mean, these things work really great if you use the right tools, which I was too lazy to do. So watch me on the struggle bus here, guys. Finish applying these words to my book stack. Yeah, we figured it out. Now I didn't want it to be too busy. I wanted to keep this simple, and I just added a little flower from my stash to the top of my book stack. And I think that this came out just adorable. Now my second DIY, I am taking this decor piece from the Dollar Tree, which I damaged taking off the little star on the back. But that's okay, because I'm just going to grab some shipping paper and cut it to size. Yeah, I lost my paper there. It just rolled right off the table. I'm just cutting it to size, and I'm going to take my hot glue, and I'm just going to glue that right to the back of the sign of the decor piece, just to give it a nice finished look, not a damaged look. This is a piece that Sammie did in her romantic DIYs, and I absolutely loved this video she did. I think it was last year. Yeah, but I'm trying to recreate the little box she made. Now my boyfriend drilled a little hole in the top for me, and I am going to just paint the edges and the sides in Burnt Umber by Apple Barrel, and it's going to take a good 3 coats to cover those stars. But her romantic DIYs were so beautiful, guys. I will leave I'll leave a link to that video in my description box, because you just got to check it out. Now after this is all painted in my Burnt Umber, I am going to take my candle, because I'm going to use the candle wax method for this DIY. I just take the candle wax, and I just take the candle and just rub it all over where I want distressing on my piece. Now Sammie used Vaseline, but I didn't have any Vaseline, so I'm using the candle wax technique, which I love. But now I'm just taking some Ballet Slipper by Waverly, and I'm going to paint right over all of the wax, and I'm going to paint the entire box. I'm going to paint the edges, the sides, and the inside. Sorry I'm off camera, guys. I have a new setup here. I have a new tripod and light, and I'm trying to figure out my position here. But yeah, we're making it work. Now it's all painted, and I'm just going to paint it and dried. Make sure you dry first. And then I'm going to take a scraper, and I'm just going to scrape everywhere there was candle wax, and it's just going to lift that pink paint right up, and we're going to see that burnt umber underneath, and it is so gorgeous, guys. Gorgeous texture, gorgeous distressing. Ah, I absolutely love this technique. Now, I lost the footage of where I created this heart. I painted this little heart from the Dollar Tree in plaster, and I hot glued all those tiny roses to the front. And now I am taking my jute, and you know, why don't I reach for the tape in the first place and just make it easier on everybody? So I tape off the end there, which makes it much easier to get through little holes like that, right? Right. So I'm taking that, and I did add a couple of little pearls to my jute, and I'm just tying it off. Like so. And then I'm going to take the jute, and I'm going to thread it right through the top, the hole in the top of the box there. And then I'm just going to tie it off in a knot. And that is it, guys. I think this came out so cute. It's not exactly like Sammie's, of course not, you know, but oh my gosh, I just love how this came out. I love the distressing. I love how it's so romantic and shabby chic, and it just makes my heart happy. Okay, for my final DIY today, I am taking some scrap wood. I have Pumpkin by Waverly, and oh, what is that? It's oh, I forgot. It's a nut. I forgot. Hazel, no, I forgot. Oh man, it's late. Anyway, I am just painting this wood in the pumpkin, and I'm drying as I go. I paint a little and then I dry because it just goes faster that way, guys. I'm going to paint the top, the sides, everything. Now, Sammie likes the crackle technique. I, for the life of me, could not find any crackle anywhere. So here I am with my candle again, and I am just going to rub the candle wax all over this piece where I want distressing. And this time I'm going to use packing tape. This is just another way to lift that paint off. Now I'm taking cashew. That's what it is, cashew. I'm taking some cashew in my chippy brush, and I'm just giving it one coat over the orange, over the pumpkin. I'm going to dry as I go, like I usually do. And after that's all dried, I'm going to take my packing tape and I'm just going to stick it on there and pull it up. And look at that gorgeous, gorgeous distressing, guys. Ah, how beautiful is that? Ah, I love it. Now when that's all done, I take some Waverly chalk paint in the color Celery, and I just, what do I have there? Oh, I have one of those little sponge brushes. I'm using the handle of the sponge brush to make circles, little polka dots. Sammy made these little whimsical, awesome little pumpkins, and I just was dying to recreate them. So this is my version of Sammie's pumpkins. Yep, I just put my little polka dots anywhere I liked. And here we are, all dry. And I just took some branches from outside in my yard, cut them down, and I'm going to use them for my pumpkin stems. I'm taking Dollar Tree's wood glue and some hot glue, and I'm just going to attach those to the top of my pumpkins. And I'm telling you, that wood glue from Dollar Tree, guys, that works awesome. Works just awesome. There we go. How stinking cute are these pumpkins? Now I'm keeping these simple too, guys. I'm just adding some leaves I had in my stash here. I'm going to hot glue them onto the stems. Can you believe I have my finger protector on? I'm so proud of myself. Alright, then I was thinking, oh, little baby mom, no, that didn't work out. So I took some more raffia and I'm just making a couple little bows. Tying it off with some raffia, tying it off with some jute. I'm just going to fluff them out a little bit. I'm going to hot glue that baby right to the top of the pumpkin. And that is it, guys. I think they came out so cute. I hope I did Sammie proud with these DIYs today, and I hope everyone enjoyed. And here are all my Sammie inspired DIYs for Here Is Your Crown. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. Hit subscribe and ring that bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. Please don't forget to check out the playlist for this challenge. There are so many talented creators participating, and I can't wait to see everyone's video. Thank you again, guys. Have a great one, and I'll see you soon.